Hola amigos. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Welcome back to the Combat Sports Media YouTube channel. And in this video we're going to be talking about breaking down and trying to give out a prediction for the upcoming Joseph Diaz versus Javier Fortuna WBC Interim World Title bout. Or I should say Interim WBC World Title bout. This fight will take place in the lightweight division. And let's start off with Joseph Diaz first. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe, especially if you enjoy the kind of content that I create and put out. Now, Joseph Diaz is a 2012 Olympian. He turned professional soon after, signed to Golden Boy, and originally he was a featherweight. So he was competing and campaigning in the 126-pound division when he originally turned professional. He did what he was supposed to do, beating every man put in front of him by his promoter. However, he quite didn't, his hype kind of died down because he didn't seem to have the knockout power that many wanted him to have or were looking for. You know, he's a Mexican-American fighter, U.S. Olympian, and he fights in a fun style. He's an aggressive-minded fighter, but he didn't have the kind of power that we look for in most Mexican upper echelon fighters. He had the technique, he had the skill, he has the grit, he has the will, but he didn't have the power. So long story short, he had to climb his way into the ranks and really earn his first title shot. He really had to earn it. And sure enough, he put himself in the #1 contender spot for the WBC World Title, and he challenged Gary Russell for the title on Showtime a few years back. As we all know, that was to this day one of Gary Russell's best performances and one of Gary Russell's best wins. And Joseph Diaz did put a violent effort. He tried his best. He kept coming forward, trying to get to Gary, but at the end of the day, Gary was too quick and he was too skilled and just too sharp on that night. So that first title shot didn't work out. He finally, long story short, he finally got the IBF, and he lost it on the scale, but nevertheless fought who he was supposed to fight in order to defend the IBF title, which was, I forget his first name, but he's an ex-Soviet fighter, last name Rakhimov, decent fighter. I saw the fight on DAZN, I think it was, and it was a good fight, very competitive fight, and he was awarded a draw. So he did get stripped from the title because he didn't make weight, and he got a draw. And I think that was the right decision. I didn't feel that there was a real winner in that fight. And so here we are, he's jumping up another weight class for the opportunity, strictly for the opportunity. Because from what I understand, he is in line or was in line for a title shot soon at 130. But since Ryan Garcia, for lack of a better word, pulled out of the Javier Fortuna interim WBC title fight, Joseph Diaz decided to step up. And I don't blame him. I think it's a great opportunity. It's for the WBC interim world title against a fellow ex-featherweight. So why not? For those of you guys that don't know, Ryan Garcia did win the WBC interim title bout earlier this year against Luke Campbell. By knockout, but obviously he's kind of took a step away from the sport, and that title is now vacant. And so Joseph Diaz and Javier Fortuna are going to scrap for it, and the winner is in line for the real WBC world title. Joseph Diaz, for those of you that don't know, he is a southpaw. Like I said, aggressive-minded mentality, likes to come forward, throws great combinations. I like the way he throws combinations when he lets his hand loose. And he's physically a strong fighter as well, a durable fighter, and mentally tough. Again, doesn't have one punch knockout power or anything close to it. But again, he's a true professional, very tough guy, great skills, and throws great combinations. Aggressive-minded fighter, southpaw, about 5'6". His record is 31-1, if I'm correct. Now let's go on to Javier Fortuna. Fortuna is an ex-featherweight himself. He's a champion at ex-featherweight champion at that, if I'm not mistaken. I also believe he won a title at 130, and he holds wins against Sharif Bogare, Michael Douglas. He's been in the ring with Robert Easter. Many people thought he won the fight with Robert Easter. It was for Robert Easter's IBF world title at lightweight. It was an extremely close and competitive fight. So he's definitely been around the block, and he's coming off 3 straight wins. Quality fighter. He has the skills of a boxer, but he's a brawler. He's a southpaw as well, just like Joseph Diaz. And he's got the skills of a high-level boxer, but in reality, when it comes down to it, he's only looking for one thing, and that's to hit you with big shots. Big shots. He's only looking to land big shots. So all the skill that he has is dedicated towards fucking you up. And he's not concerned about winning decisions or anything like that. And he's mainly trying to tag you with his big left hand, whether it's a overhand left hand, a straight left hand, whatever the case may be. He's looking to destroy you with it. It's a very powerful left hand. Very powerful left hand. Now, when it comes to making a pick for this fight, it's very tough, very tough. And again, please take my predictions with a grain of salt. I'm just the guy that that has a boxing channel on YouTube. I personally don't even bet on fights. It's not what I enjoy to do. I like to just sit back and watch them, enjoy them. But when it comes to making a pick for this fight, it's very tough. But I have to go with Joseph Diaz because he's the more disciplined fighter throughout the fight. And even though Fortuna has great skills, I think Joseph Diaz is going to use those skills that he has better than Fortuna is going to use his skills. And both of their skills are great, mind you. One, they just use it for different things. I see Joseph Diaz has less holes in his game, technically speaking, because Fortuna, as good as his skills are, he gets wild at times. like too wild. And I expect a tough fight. Tough fight. I do think if Fortuna lands his heavy left hand, his strong, powerful left hand, I trust that Joseph Diaz is going to be able to withstand it. And I also trust Diaz's defense as well. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that left hand putting Diaz out. I don't think we're going to be seeing a knockout either way. I believe this will go the distance, and it will be a great competitive fight, and I expect Joseph Diaz to edge it. And there you have it, folks. That was my prediction video for the upcoming Joseph Diaz Javier Fortuna Interim WBC lightweight title bout. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and God bless. I'll see you guys soon.